and I never understood why he never liked me, but that was the choice that she was given, and she chose him. And I was sent to live with my grandparents in Ohio for a lot of my life. And while my parents lived in Indiana, I was living in Ohio with my grandparents, and to this day, I still have trouble forgiving her for that, for choosing him over me. And like I said, I still have issues with that, and I know forgiveness is a big thing, but I don't know, I can't let go of it. And my grandfather, they had a really big house, and his basement, he turned his basement into a wet bar, his own personal bar. Any bar you would go into today, that's what his bar looked like. And as a kid, being bored, I would always sneak down into the basement and play around in the basement, and then started getting curious, and that's where I had my first drink. And they'd have parties every so often, and he kept it fully stocked, and so I'd go down there, I'd drink, and let's see, where am I at? And the what friends I made, we'd all sneak down and drink, and just what we thought was having a good time, but I didn't know it was leading on to worser things. And after I got older, I got to move back to my mom in Indiana, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, I'm nervous. Just pray for me. I got to move back, and one of the stipulations, that's what I was looking for. One of the stipulations was I had to go back and spend the summer with my grandparents because they thought something was off, something was going on. And so I got to go back, and about the time high school come around, I was already drinking and smoking marijuana. And because the friends that I were meeting that's what the whole town was basically into. And I graduated in '95, and by the time I had a car, I had friends who were already age of 21, and they would go and they would get alcohol, whatever stuff I needed. And in school, when I was in school, I'm going to be going back and forth a lot. I got bullied a lot. Got bullied and picked on because I was so tall and so skinny. And when I get home, I got bullied by my dad because I wasn't good enough. I wasn't the best at this, the best at that. I didn't meet his standards as a son. Always getting told how worthless I was. When I turned 18, the first chance I got, I moved out. I got my own place, and I found some roommates, and they were exactly like me, doing the exact same thing that I was already doing. So, and we got high all the time, we drank all the time, started experimenting with different drugs. And one night, me and some of my friends, we were trying to find marijuana, and we couldn't find any. And so we finally did find some all the way in Ohio. And that's what addiction does to you. It'll take you, you go wherever you can find it. I've heard Justin say that a few times about him. He would go all the way, he would do whatever he could to get what he needed, and it's true. And so we went to Ohio. They wouldn't sell anything to us, but the person that we met, they was doing it with us, and all day long, that's all we did was smoke all day. And on the way home that night, I can remember this pretty good. I told one of my friends, I said, I want to need you to drive, even though they were just as messed up as me, which made no sense now that I think about it. So I told the girl that was with me, I said, I'm going to need you to drive. And she's like, okay. And I passed out in the passenger seat. And I came to and woke up, and as I'm waking up, we are hitting the car head on. Well, we're going this way, they're coming this way, and we just basically hit their front end. And I passed back out. And I woke up again. Now keep in mind, I'm in the passenger seat. I woke up, I'm in the driver's seat. So much for my friends. And I woke up, I didn't know what was going on. I was groggy, I was trying to get out. And I couldn't get out of my car from the driver's side because it slammed against the pole, basically wrapped around the pole. And make a long story short about all that, I got arrested that night for a DUI. I was arrested for the first time. And I did tell the cops that I was driving even though I wasn't, which is my stupidity. And I think I got probation out of that, really, but that ain't the whole point about that. Bad thing about that wreck, though, I ended up losing my car. And since I